A little 5.3 trillion. 6 trillion. Okay. That's like 3 minutes, 810. I take it with level 60 and stuff like that. If this is just, oh my god, this is just so fucking dumb. Ah. Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk about a crazy Paladin build that can deal like 5 to 10 trillion damage with Clash nonetheless. With a basic attack we can deal this much damage, and that is thanks to the resolve stacking. So yesterday's patch allowed us to have 12 maximum resolve stacks. Whenever we temper on resolve, we critically hit it, the temper, and we masterwork it. So we can do this with our chest piece, with our helm, with our pants, and with our amulet. Combine this with the Juggernaut out, combine this with the Sentinel glyph. We are getting crazy multipliers. We are rocking the Righteous Wheel charm set, which is granting us another 500% damage multiplier for bosses basically. And the end result is quite interesting. So we have a basic attack skill that is dealing a lot of damage basically. Now on the training dummy we won't always have the charm set effect running, so that's why we only dealing 3 trillion damage, yeah. But whenever you do Pete or whatever, you will hit those crazy numbers. The clear is actually really good, thanks to the Shard of Varatiel sword. Yeah, overall a pretty fun basic attack Paladin build for you guys, right? So let me walk you through all the gear pieces, everything that you need in order to actually make this work, yeah? So we have Air of Perdition, granting us 12 maximum resolve stacks, crit chance, really important, and 80% damage multi. We have Mantle of Grey. Now Mantle of Grey grants us that we have increased damage with our Juggernaut skills, consuming 16 resolve. It doesn't really matter to us because we have so much resolve and we are generating resolve by just simply attacking. So this is a super big multiplier to our damage. We have Paingorger's gauntlets. So this is actually making this build to have like AoE. So this is basically making that we can actually have AoE in this build. So whenever we cast Consecration, for example, it starts damaging other enemies. So if I just, as you can clearly see, if I just attack one enemy, all the damage that we deal will echo to other enemies that are being damaged by another skill. We have a huge concentration AoE, so this is basically granting us super big coverage and making the build even better. For the pants, we have 12 maximum resolve, we have Clash, we have the part where we get our defenses. Our resolve is granting us 4% damage reduction per resolve, and as I said, we have 72 resolve, granting us close to 300% damage reduction. This is how we can actually survive. Another defensive layer, we have 2.6% block chance per resolve. Again, 100% block easily achieved. We have the Shard of the Varatiel, granting our basic attacks extra damage. We have 12 resolve stacks on our shield, and we have another aspect that is giving us extra attack speed, extra damage for our basic attacks. For the 2 rings, we are mainly looking for generic multipliers basically. We have Juggernaut damage imprinted here. We have Juggernaut Oath grants 90% damage whenever we consume stacks. We are always consuming stacks, so that's a 90% multiplier here. We have a really important one. Based on our block chance, we are getting crit strike damage multi. And whenever we block, this is doubled. So it's, in my case, 108% multiplier to our actual crit strike damage whenever we block. Now, we discussed, we have 100% block. We are always blocking. A really nice multiplier. And lastly, we have just a generic amulet with as much multi as you can get, and we have Juggernaut skills deal increased damage for the first 3 enemies that we are hitting. Since for the AoE we are basically echoing our damage, it doesn't matter if we only hit 1 or 2 or 3, yeah. So for the charm set, we have the Righteous Wheel set, granting us constant CCs. So whenever we walk up to an enemy, they get CC'd, feared, granting us some damage reduction based on our minimum resolve. So we have 3 minimum resolve, that is like 30% damage reduction. And the 5-set effect, that is the crazy part, 500% increased damage for 10 seconds if we attempt to crowd control a mob that we cannot. So for example, a boss cannot be CC'd by fear. However, we will get 500% damage multi for them. For the unique charm, we are rocking Griswold's Opus, granting us another 100% crit strike multi basically. If we have full stacks, we will always have full stacks. For the Oath, we are running the Juggernaut Oath, granting us 150% increased damage with our Juggernaut skills. Now Clash is a Juggernaut skill, so really good. Increased size doesn't really matter. It matters for our Fortress and for the other skills that we use. And we have the minimum resolve increased by 1. As I said, this granting us the extra 10% damage reduction. For the skill tree, we are, as I said, we are using Clash as our main damage. We are using Seizing Them. This is the big multi one, 8% increased damage per resolve stack. Now 72 times 8%, a huge multi, right? We have resolve, granting us 2 resolve whenever we attack. It's a nice sustain of our resolve basically. And we have damage increase here. Moving on, we have Fanaticism Aura, granting us crit chance, attack speed, all around really good. With extra passive stacks, granting us even more attack speed and crit chance. Rite of Vengeance and Potency. We have Defiance Aura with Rite of Might, Maximum Life and Potency. Coming down, we have Rally. Now, this is interchangeable. I only have it because the movement speed feels kinda okay. However, if you wanna do like speed farming, even taking Falling Star could work actually. We are taking Consecration. This is really important. This allows us to actually have AoE and coverage in this build. Combine this with the gloves that we have. For Consecration, we have Duration, we have Hallowed Ground, and we have Fortify. And really important as well, Fortress. Now Fortress is granting us like crazy resolve generation. But more importantly, we have the resolve damage bonus. Now, we have 4% increased damage per stack of resolve whenever we are inside our fortress. Again, crazy multiplier for our damage. We have Barricade. This allows us to recast our fortress whenever we want to, so we can actually move from pack to pack. And we have Unstoppable. For our glyphs, we are taking Owned, we are taking Resplendence, we are taking Sentinel, we are taking Chip, and we are taking Challenger. For the legendary nodes, we are taking Castle as like a really good generic multiplier. We are taking Shield Bearer. Now, this is again, since we have maximum block, we have the maximum bonus from this. Again, really nice multiplier. We have Relentless. Moving grants us 80% damage. And we have Beacon. Beacon grants us 90% damage whenever we have an aura that is applied to anyone basically. So we have a mercenary, we have wolves or whatever. Overall, nice damage bonuses. For the mercenaries, we have Ariana with increased attack speed, and we have Atkin with Field of Language and Clash basically. But yeah, I'm glad that the Paladin actually has a build now that can actually like speed farm some content in the game. I was really bummed. Coming from Barbarian, it's really hard to actually find a class that can do the same that Barbarian does, because the Barb is just invincible and deals a lot of damage. But this one is actually really fun, so I enjoy it a lot. I hope you guys will try it and enjoy it as much as I am. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next one. A little 5.3 trillion. Okay, hopefully I will have Fortress for the boss. I might not. Yeah, I will. I won't have it. Maybe 6 trillion. Okay. That's like 3 minutes speed 110. I take it with level 60 and stuff like that. If this is just, oh my god, this is just so fucking dumb. Ah.